It seems as though the majority of people do not realize that I read virtually every comment. Naturally, I make this assumption based on the content of the comments themselves. Now, this isn't meant to be a PSA regarding YouTube comments. Asking everyone on the internet to be courteous would be about as effective as outlawing crime. I'm also not trying to appear as though I'm complaining about comments, because the majority of the comments I receive are actually surprisingly positive. Like, wow, some of you people are too nice. Back off a bit, you fanatic friendship freaks. Unfortunately, the nature of the internet is like handing out bullhorns to a crowd. The soft-spoken, normal people aren't going to be the ones to use them. Why? I watch all your videos of everything wrong with MLP just to see you ruin the rarity from Rainbow Rocks, also undoing someone's hard work. You're a mean man. I've been wanting one of those charter toys. I could have told you where I live, but now I won't because you did that. I used to like you, now you're a monster. You can't consider yourself a brony because you did that, you monster. You broke my heart. I probably can't say anything funny about that comment without offending the Equestria Girls fanbase. So, let's move on to the next one, which also happens to suffer from the Royal Canterlock syndrome. You suck, stop. I really like this video, idiot. Someone should tell Megan that she's not writing a telegram, and that the stop can be substituted with a period. But I understand. The internet can be difficult to use at times. For example, once you scroll down into the depths of the YouTube comments section, it's impossible to tell what video you're on. That confusion can lead to comments like this. You suck. Wrong comment page, sorry. Sometimes it's hard to tell what a comment is trying to imply. It can even come down to a typographical error being off by just one letter. This comment could either be implying that derpy is not offensive, or that derpy is most offensive. Like I said, the difference is just a single letter. If you know anything about my videos, it could easily be either one. Also related to having a basic knowledge of my videos, did you know that there's another channel called CinemaSins that's been ripping off my idea? Some people even have the audacity to come to my comment section and accuse me of being the ripoff. This isn't a joke. You really are copywriting and you really need to change your YouTube account. You are a copy of CinemaSins. Stop it now, you stupid brownie. You totally copied a famous YouTuber, CinemaSins. Everything is the same. At least give credit. You may be surprised to learn that most of the rage comments aren't actually about that though. In fact, the vast majority of hilariously butthurt comments can be found on a single video. That's right, everything wrong with My Little Dashie. The number of raging and overly emotional comments I receive on this video could power the Hoover Dam with brony tears alone. Wow, way to ruin a malment, you jack. Dude, quit taking the piss out of every tiny thing the video maker did wrong. You just pissed on his chips. Hey man, it was a good movie. How dare you? Moving on, if someone were to ask me what the weirdest comment I ever received was, I'd have to reply with this screenshot. I won't bore you by actually reading all of it, but basically this person is suggesting that I should use my sin hunting skills to prove conspiracy theories involving 9/11, satanic sacrifices, soul power, and Sandy Hook. The terrifying fact is that I think they're completely serious. Another weird one is actually a series of comments from Ashley. She gets into an argument thread with a couple others trying to prove that I'm the devil himself, and also that I'm somehow responsible for the hub becoming Discovery Family. I'm not sure which of those offend me the most. Probably the latter. Here's one that sets the standard for profanity and stupidity pretty darn high, even by YouTube standards. F*** you a**hole. Quit f***ing soulless YouTube, you f***ing a**. You must f***ing die, never f***ing make another m***ing video because you f***ing suck, and love MLP because I do. And as if that wasn't ridiculous enough, yes, I agree. Well done, Andrew. It's not going to get any better than that, folks. I think that's a pretty good place to wrap this up, but before I do, I have for you all a challenge. This comment. This remains my all-time favorite comment, not because there's anything generally insightful or new, but because the entire thing is just a huge run-on sentence. We've had a blast passing this around in Skype calls, and I don't think anyone's been able to read the whole thing in one go. I invite you to pause this video and try for yourself. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more. Wait, scroll back up. I am not making any more videos like this, so please stop leaving stupid comments. You're better than that.
First.